About 500 years ago, Europe experienced one of its greatest time periods for art and culture, called the Renaissance. The Renaissance meant rebirth, specifically in culture, and rebirth in the arts. During the Renaissance, there was a well-known painter named Michelangelo. Now, Michelangelo was a devout Christian, but devoted his life to living in the arts and using his gift and skill sets to glorify God. He painted many churches, even going blind by painting the Sistine Chapel on his back. But my favorite story of Michelangelo is that there was this piece of marble. This one rock was so flawed and so distorted that it was essentially useless. Michelangelo comes along, not only makes great art out of this same piece of marble, but he creates a masterpiece and one of the most famous pieces of artwork today, known as the Statue of David. Michelangelo might be gone, but his artwork is still living to this day. You can't talk about the Renaissance without mentioning Michelangelo's name. He was a leader in that world. What happened? What happened to Christians leading in the arts? You see, arts is what drives culture. The arts is so essential to what we believe. We get so caught up into the political schemes and who's in the White House. But if you can get it on the t-shirt, you can get it in your mind. If I can get it in the pop culture, then I can get it in the political field and eventually in worldview. And the root is the arts. And the arts is what drives culture. But over time, what we have seen is that Christians have slowly backed out. It's hard to find Christians on the radio, and we've been kicked out of movies. Now, there are some artists who are out there and they're trying to do good work, but there's a problem. I think that the Christian art world is a direct reflection of the modern day church. It's split, it's divided. There are so many different camps and so many different thoughts that we can never advance and properly move forward together. I see Christians refusing to work with one another and refusing to come together to take back what was once theirs. The religious leaders of today's time are very similar to the Pharisees during Jesus' time. Now, before you get so turned off by that statement, hear me out. I think that there is such a fear in doing the arts wrong that we have completely ran away from it. We have been so anti this world that we want nothing to do with it, and we have let them take over. Aletheia Legacy is a response to this. We no longer want to continue running away from the world, but we want to create a rebirth, a renaissance, to spread truth and to create change. Aletheia Legacy, the name comes from the Greek word truth. Truth is an interesting term when you think about it in today's concepts, because we use it all the time for an opinion, a subjective thought of what I think to be true. You see, the definition of truth is actually reality. Think about that. When people say, well, this is my truth, let's change that word to reality, the actual meaning of truth. Well, this is my reality. That's a very dangerous thought. If we're encouraging people to live in their own reality, we can't be civilized with one another. Now, this thought of everyone's subjective reality, it's not going to last long. It's not something to build a legacy from. So the name Aletheia Legacy specifically comes from truth legacy. The legacy was so important to us that whenever we came up, we started thinking through what's our whole goal here. We want to build something that's going to outlast us. We don't want it to be about our truth. We want it to be about actual truth, actual reality. Our purpose is very clear. Our purpose is to create, engage, and inspire. As artists, we are called to create. It's the skills that the Lord has given us. You see, when God created everything, He made us in His image. And a part of that is that we too like to create just like the Creator. We cannot hide that light. We must reveal it. Doesn't mean that everything has to be a worship song. Doesn't mean that every movie has to proclaim the name of Jesus. But that their artwork would reflect the glory of Christ, just like the great artists did back during the Renaissance. The goal is to present to you creators and their artwork. If we're going to do this and do it well, we have to create. The second aspect is engage. My biggest grievance with the Christian art community to this day is that it's not engaging to this world. You see, Jesus, when he was interacting with the religious parties of the time and the world, and they were combating each other, he was saying, hold on, I'm here for both of you, and I love you. Follow my way, my truth, and then you will have life. We are called to engage this world, and our artwork should be good enough that it can engage anyone. We do not want our art just made for the church. Although we think that the church can find fulfillment and pleasure in our artwork, what we're really looking to do is engage this world. So as we create, we're engaging the world. But then the most important is that we're inspiring the world. We desire that our artwork is going to be a light to this dark world. It's going to inspire this world, to change them, for them to see truth. The vision is create, engage, and inspire. And it's a circle to where as we create, we then go and engage with the world. We inspire that world to continue to create, engage, and inspire. This is the legacy aspect of it. This is what is going to make this outlive all of us. Our mission here at Aletheia Legacy is to spread truth and to create change. It's in the name, Truth Legacy. We want to spread that truth, but we want to create change that lasts longer than all of our lives. And the only way that we believe that we can have that change is by creating. What we are desiring to do is to partner and equip the next generation of artists. By partnering, what we're looking to find is artists who have one goal, and that is to glorify God through their arts. We understand that there's going to be many people who don't understand how to do this, and that's why we want to partner with the artists, and we want to partner with schools, institutions, and churches. We look to equip these organizations and training them on how to properly engage the arts and not continue to run away from it. To educate, to give proper theology, to give resources, and set these institutions up for success in fighting back the culture and getting back what belongs to us. So at Aletheia Legacy, our purpose is clear. Our purpose is to create, engage, inspire. We'd like to invite you to support us and to come alongside this mission. This is not about us. This is not about our own glorification, but we hope to be a network to continue to partner and equip the Lord's saints to spread truth, to create change.